Hey everybody, it's Strict9 with Strict9 GP, and welcome to another episode of my Out of the Park Baseball 19 GM Challenge with the Reds. We are in the 2022 World Series, and it is looking good for the Reds. After a slow start, we are now up 3-1 at home against the Yankees, and with a chance to clinch. So an incredible comeback in these playoffs, considering we were down 2-1 to San Diego in that first league division series. We came back, won that one, and then handled the Phillies pretty easily in the league championship series. And now it's looking the same against the Yankees. I'm hoping that we can clinch this thing today or clinch it early. But it's just been a great series for us. And give you a recap to start off. We kind of started this one off like we started off against both Philadelphia and San Diego. Especially, it kind of looked like what happened against San Diego, honestly. Keuchel got the start in game one and was really hammered. That Yankee offense scored 7 runs early against him, and we never recovered. We lost 7-2. And then game two, our offense just came alive. Molly pitched a decent game to give us the win, 9-4 in New York. Ramirez with a home run in that one. Gibson with a home run. Game three, we came back to Cincinnati. A good pitching performance from Castillo in that bullpen. We won 5-2. Senzel, a home run. He's been pretty hot this series for the most part. And then game four, excuse me, offense again. We won 8-4. Weaver pitched a decent game, enough to give us the win. We had some home runs from Trammell, or a home run from Trammell, who's having a pretty good series as well. And so we're up to game 5. Keuchel going again. Kind of hoping he does what he did in the San Diego series where he clinched it with a good pitching performance there at the end. And we're going up against Eovaldi. Looking at the story of the series, too, in terms of who's hot, who's not. For the Reds, Cam Gibson has come off the bench and got a start, I think, at least in one game. He's been on fire. 5 for 8, a home run, 3 RBIs. Taylor Trammell offensively has been the MVP of this series. Might wind up being the MVP if we win it. 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, batting .412. Trevor Cadd looking good. Ramirez, Estrada, Senzel. Those guys are all batting .333 or greater. The only one struggling, Shedrick Long, not doing too great. Escobar really struggling. And Rutschman, he's had a couple of big hits for us when we needed him, but he's only hitting 200 in this series. And then the bullpen. That bullpen's been awesome in this series. Jimmy Herget, no runs. Chad Green, 3 innings, 7 strikeouts, no runs. Bradley, 1 earned run in 5 2/3. Alcantara, 1 run, I think, in 4 1/3. The starting pitching has been up and down, but we've got 3 wins from Castillo, Weaver, and Molly. So our starters have gotten 3 of the wins in the series, or all 3 of the wins in the series. So that's good. Looking at the Yankees, Tyler Wade's been really hot, but Stanton, he's got a couple home runs, but he's hitting 240 or 214. We've kind of been handling this offense, and that's what scares me. They were second in the American League, but with 904 runs scored. They are very potent offense. We've been able to handle Bird, Sanchez, Torres. I think that's what's keeping us, and Donaldson. I think that's what's really been keeping us winning in this series, and I hope it continues. So we're going to go ahead and play, hopefully, until we clinch, at least maybe get a couple games in. I'm really hoping we don't go back to New York and they force a game 7. That would be really, really nail-biting if that happens. But let's go ahead and get it started and see what we can do. It is going to be Keuchel going up against Eovaldi. For the most part, I think the lineups are similar. It looks like they're moving Donaldson up and Sanchez up a little bit in the lineup. They are not playing... So they're playing Torres at second instead of Wade, who has been really hot. So I'm hoping that's a good sign for us. And then looking at us, I mean, this is probably going to be the same lineup we've gone with throughout the series for the most part, and I'm hoping it's going to be enough. So let's go ahead and get it started. It's going to be Keuchel pitching the game of the year for him, leading off against Torres. It's a 2-2 count. It's a clear day for what it's worth. And that's going to be a weak pop-up to shallow center. Looks like Estrada's going to get to that. And now we got Donaldson up, full count. He walks him. Donaldson's been quiet. I'm worried about him. I think he could get it going. Same with Sanchez. Another full count. And he walks him. 2 straight walks. So Keuchel, he cannot afford to have another bad game like in that first one. It's a weak pop-up from Stanton. And looks like infield fly rule there. So we're 2 down for Aaron Judge. 2-2 count. And he strikes him out. Whew. Scary inning there. And that brings up Evaldi, who's not looked all that great in the playoffs. He has got a win, but a 6.53 ERA. Trevor Cadd leading off. He's already 3-1. And he hits that one to left. That should be caught. Cadd looked really good so far in this series. Now Shedrick Long, he hits that one to center. Not too deep, though. So 2 down really quickly. Now Trammell, he's got that hot bat. He's going to draw a walk. And for some reason, Evaldi, gosh, 19 hold rating. And Gary Sanchez a 19 arm. So I don't know if they'll test his arm here. And that's going to be right to the first baseman. And he's safe. I'm not sure what happened. Wow. Ramirez on, though. Maybe bobbled it. There's no error. Really weird play there. I'm not sure what went on. Now Senzel, and that should do it though. Pop up to right field. So nothing after 1. Greg Bird starting off, and another walk. That is the 3rd walk from Keuchel so far in the game. He's going to have to improve that. So another strikeout. I think that's his 2nd strikeout. And brings up Herschel Powell, 1-1 count. And that's going to get down to the corner, and that's going to be extra bases. Whew. So he's in safe with a double. Now Evaldi up. We need a strikeout here, and we get it. So 2 away, but runners on 2nd and 3rd for Torres. Another strikeout would be nice, and he gets it. Man, Keuchel putting himself in some tough spots here early. So 0-0, we go to the bottom of the 2nd. Escobar, who's really struggled, and he strikes out. I wouldn't mind it if Almora, I brought him into this series. I wouldn't mind if Girardi would go with him once or twice. And that's another hit from Estrada. Excuse me, Estrada. He's starting to hit pretty good, too, in this series. His average for the playoffs, 396. Now we got Rutschman, who's really struggled. First hit, he's swinging. It might be a double play. And it is. So we go to the 3rd, still no score. Donaldson leading off, a 1-2 count. And he hits that one really hard to right. That may be out of here. And it is. Oh, my. So 1-0 Yankees. It looks like Keuchel's not going to have it today either. He's already up to 60 pitches. Hard hit ball. Senzel there, though. Throw him out. So Sanchez down, brings up Stanton, 1-2 count, and he pops up to the left, pretty shallow. Trammell there for the catch. Now Aaron Judge, and he grounds to Senzel, who throws him out. So we've kind of handled Aaron Judge too. He's hitting just 233 overall for the playoffs, but he's been really cold in our series. So we got Keuchel leading off, a 1-2 count, strikes him out. That'll bring up Cadd with 1 out. And is that going to drop? It looks like it is. Another hit for Cadd. His average up to 327 for the series. Now Shedrick Long. Man, a home run would be nice here. And that's going to be a weak grounder to 2nd. And they don't turn the double play, but they do get Cadd at 2nd for the force. Now Taylor Trammell up, 3-2 count. Runner going, and he hits that one to the alley. That's going to be extra bases. I think it's going to score a run. And it is tied up. So Shedrick Long comes in on a double from Trammell. Now Ramirez up, 2-0 count. And he hits that one really deep to right. And it's out of here. Another home run from Eric Ramirez. And we're up 3-1. Man, Eric Ramirez, what a guy he has been in the playoffs. He's hitting .414, 6 home runs, 20 RBIs in the playoffs so far. Now Nick Senzel up, 2-2 count, and he strikes him out. But we do get 3 runs on there, and let's see if Keuchel can calm down and hold it. So he strikes out Bird. That's going to be his 5th strikeout of the game. But man, that pitch count already up to 71. And there's going to be a hit to the right from Ironman. Herschel Powell up, runner on first, a 3-1 count. And that's going to be a hit through the middle. And he's going to go to third, and I think he's going to get there pretty easily. Man, Keuchel has been really, really shaky this inning, or this game. And Eovaldi, a hit to deep left, or at least deep enough to drive in a run. It's 3-2. So that brings up the top of the order now. 2 outs. Hit through the middle, and I think we're going to have to start looking to take Keuchel out. He's staying in there to face Donaldson, who got that home run. And he gets him to pop up to short center, and looks like Escobar gets it. But, man, Keuchel, 2 runs now, 5 hits through 4, and his pitch count's, God, I didn't look at it there at the end, but I think it's up there close to 80. So Escobar leading off, a weak grounder to short. And, man, close, but he's out. And now Estrada up. No, and he hits him. That's the second time he's been hit this postseason, and that brings up Rutschman. Come on, Rutschman. Strikeout. And Keuchel staying in. He's going to hit. And they pick off Estrada at first. So this is a tough inning now for Keuchel. We got Sanchez, Stanton, Judge. And first batter up, Sanchez with a hit, 6th hit of the game. I would think at this point Keuchel's just throwing softballs up there. It's 93 pitches for him, full count, and that's going to be a pop up to shallow left. So that'll get Stanton away. 1 down for Aaron Judge, 2-2 count, and that's gone. That's what I was worried about. Man, a huge home run, 452 feet. And so Yankees take the lead. Keuchel's got to go. And now they bring in Tyler Duffy. 2-2. I don't think Duffy has played any this in this series. So Ironman grounds to short, and that's going to do it. But damage done, 4-3. Keuchel just did not have it today. And we got a pinch hitter now, Feliciano, 0-2 count. And he hits it pretty hard, but that's going to be an out. So 1 up, 1 down. And Trevor Cadd up now. It's still just a 1-run game, but I'm really, really scared here. Cadd, another hit. That's his 2nd of the game. So now we got Shedrick Long up. First pitch, he's swinging. Nope. They try to pick off at first. 2-2 count. And that one's hit pretty hard, but I think they're going to catch it. Yep, Judge back there to catch it near the warning track. So now Taylor Trammell's going to be the last chance here. And that should do it. Man. 4-3 now through 5. Really worried here. Really, really worried. Tyler Duffy pitching to Herschel Powell. And that's going to be a base hit to right. So 1 on already. Eovaldi up. And he bunts it. And they were not playing. Whew. They got to force at second, barely, but they were just playing him back. I don't know why they were weren't playing for the bunt. Torres up. Could this be two? No, they go to first. So Eovaldi is to second now. Donaldson up. I don't know why they didn't try to get him out. All right, so Donaldson grounds out to third. So still 4-3. We're going to the bottom of the sixth. We got Ramirez up. Eovaldi's still in there, but his pitch count's pretty good. 1-2, and a little dribbler, and that's going to be an out. So Ramirez, a lot of balls I'm noticing wind up in this area. Probably a little bit more than usual, but pretty hard hit from Senzel, but should be tracked down for the out. Powell there for it, and 2 away now for Escobar, full count. And he may have gotten a hit. That's, man, he hasn't been hitting too well. And brings up Estrada. Eovaldi staying in there, 0-1 count. And that's going to get through the infield, barely, but runners on first and second, still 2 out. Almora coming up to pinch hit. A weird situation here to put him in there. It's a 1-1 count. And that gets through the infield. Please, they're sending the runner. And we're going to have a tie game. So 4-4, Almora delivers with a pinch hit. He's hitting 500 now in limited play in this playoffs. So now we got Feliciano up. They're keeping Eovaldi in there. And we've got a liner to third, so that's going to do it. But we tie the game up. We go to the top of the seventh now. Santillan's going to be pitching to Sanchez. 0-2 count. And that could be a hit. Is it going to fall? No. Trammell hustles to catch it on the run. Now we got Stanton up, 1-2 count. And that's going to be a liner to short. Estrada makes the play. Now Aaron Judge had that big 2-run home run his last time up. It's a 2-2 count, and he strikes him out. So 7th inning stretch. Close game, 4-4. So it kind of favors us in a way. We've got more outs to play with than the Yankees, but they're bringing in a new pitcher, Johnny Brito, who I don't think we have seen in this game, or not much, but he's struggled in the playoffs. 6 innings, 15 hits, 6 earned runs. Let's hope that's a good sign. We got Cad leading off, and a grounder to short. He's not able to leg it out and beat it, so 1 away for Shedrick Long. First pitch, he's swinging. Pop up to short right. 2 away for Taylor Trammell. 2-2 count. And he hits that one pretty hard, but, oh man, Stanton able to get to it. So nothing doing. We go to the 8th now. Chad Green coming in. Tie game, 4-4. And Bird grounds to Senzel. He throws him out. Chad Green has looked pretty decent overall. Well, he's looked pretty awesome, honestly. 10 and a third, just 1 earned run, 17 strikeouts. But Girardi has been, what was that? Catcher interference? Oh my gosh. So we got a runner on first now. Powell up. And he bunts it. And they're able to get the out at first. But now we got Isaiah Gilliam, who I think had a pretty big hit in one game. I'm not sure. He's 1 for 3, though, in the playoffs. And he strikes him out looking. Good thing from Green. But what I was going to say is Girardi has used Green early in almost every game he's come in to the 8th inning. So now we got a new pitcher, Jonathan Holder, who has probably been their best bullpen pitcher in the playoffs, going up against Ramirez. Home run here would be nice. And that's going to sneak through. Got past the shift, so 1 on. Ramirez having another good game. And that brings up Senzel, who's been cold, 0 for 3. 2-1 count. And that could be a double play. They get, yep, double play. Senzel, hopefully he's not back to his old ways. And we got Escobar 1 and 2, and weak grounder to short. So we go to the ninth. Still tied at 4. Chad Green's still in there, but they've got the top of their order up. Torres in there. Strikes them out looking. So now we got Josh Donaldson, and he's going to walk on 4 pitches. Brings up Sanchez. 0-2 count. Herget in. And a grounder to short. Can they turn it? And they do. So double play, and we're batting in the bottom of the ninth with a chance to win it and win the series. This would be so sweet if we can do this, but we got the bottom of our lineup up there. Estrada. Looks like Gibson is going to be coming up to bat. He's had some pretty big hits for us this series. Let's hope that's enough. So Estrada leading off 0-1. That's going to be a fly ball to right. Should be an out. Now we got Cam Gibson up, full count, and he strikes him out. So Feliciano, the last hope here, 2-0 count. And grounder to third. That'll do it. So now we go to extra innings, 4-4. What a game. Herget's still in there against Stanton. And he gets him to pop up, shallow center field, and Long there to make the catch. Now we got Aaron Judge up, 0-1 count, and another home run. So he has decided to start hitting in this game. Big game for him, and they're going to take the lead back, 5-4. Oh, this is what I was afraid of. That offense starts hitting, we're in trouble. So now Greg Bird up, a 1-2 count, and he strikes him out. And Herget has been really good in the playoffs for the most part in limited play. That was his first earned run. So he comes back and strikes out the next 2 guys, and we are down to our last potential inning here. We got Cad leading off, 3-1 count, and he's going to lead off with a hit. So there we go. Runner on for Shedrick Long, 1-1 count, and the ball gets away from him, and we're going to have Cad moving up to second. Shedrick Long still in there, full count. He walks him. Oh, man. Runners on first and second, no out for Taylor Trammell, 2-2 count. New pitcher, Chance Adams. Strikeout looking. And they had to take him out. They had to take the pitcher out, but we got a lefty now going up against Ramirez. Could be bad news. Full count. And a pop-up. So nothing doing there. So now Senzel up. So last chance here, and Senzel has been really cold this game. It's a 1-2 count. Not a good sign, and he strikes him out. So the Yankees are going to take it back to New York. And we're going to move on, but I'll look at the game first. Ramirez, another good game. 3 for 5, 2 RBIs. Cad, 3 for 5. Estrada, 2 for 3. It was just Keuchel just couldn't do it. 4 1/3, 3 earned runs, 5 Ks, but not a very good playoffs for him overall. 6.92 ERA. The bullpen has a couple big home runs that, in the game from Stanton, or Judge, sorry, and he is the player of the game. 2 for 5, three big RBIs. So we're now up 3-2, and we are going to go back to New York and see if we can clinch it on the road. And looks like Martinez is going to be out now. So they lost Nolan Martinez, who I can't remember how he had pitched in this series. Pretty good, 2 2/3, no runs, but so it looks like we're going to be going up against Nelson today, Tyler Mahle. I'm hoping that this is going to be the game that we do it, finish it up in. Tyler Wade, though, is back in that lineup. He's been really dangerous. So we're going to bring Senzel bat in second, then Trammell, Shedrick Long fifth. Cam Gibson is going to be the DH. Escobar, Estrada, Rutschman, and Mahle. Let's hope this is the game for him. But against Nelson, hopefully he was a former Cincinnati Red. I'm hoping we get to him early. And first batter, Trevor Cad reaches on a walk. So we got Senzel up. And Sanchez is a great arm, but Nelson not good on the hold, and they're going to send Cad right away, and he's safe. So runner on second for Senzel, and he strikes out. Senzel can be really hot and cold, and I think we may have him right now in a cold. Oh, and a wild pitch, and the runner hesitated, but still winds up at third. So Trammell, come on, don't strike out. And he draws a walk. So now we got to look for the double play. Hopefully Ramirez can get the bat on the ball, and he hits him. Man, so now Shedrick Long up. First pitch, he's swinging. And they're not able to turn the double play, so we get on the board first, 1-0. Cam Gibson up, 1-2 count. And the weak grounder to second, and that's going to do it. All right, so it's up to Molly now. Tyler Wade leading off a 1-2 count. And he hits him. That's some retaliation, looks like. But, man, I don't want to see that in the World Series. And base hit, so they're runners at first and second. And fly ball to shallow center field. Estrada there to catch it. Or Escobar, sorry. Stanton up. 0-2 count. Got him to swing. Check swing. Now Sanchez. And a grounder to short. And they get the force at second. Wow, 1-0. Escobar leading off. No hits for us in this game, despite that run. Weak bunt, and Sanchez there to throw him out. So Estrada up now, 2-1 count. And hits that one to shallow center field. Nelson there, Powell to get it. And now Rutschman up, full count. And jammed him, pop up to shallow left, shortstop there to get it. So bottom of the second, still 1-0. Donaldson up, he hits him. What the heck is going on? That's the second hit of the game, or second hit batter of the game from Molly. So one away, Ironman up, and runner going, and they didn't even throw. So he's in there easy. Donaldson doesn't have that great of a speed. What went on there? And pretty hard hit ball, but straight away center. Escobar there to catch it. Now Herschel Powell up. Grounder to Molly. Throws him out. So we're still up through 2, 1-0. Trevor Cad, who got a walk and scored his first time up, and he's going to lead off with a hit. So the first base hit for us this game. And I wonder if they're going to send him again. And they are. And he's safe. Second stolen base from Cad, man. He's winning the game for us on the bases. Senzel now 2-2 count, another strikeout. Man, Senzel, when he gets cold, he gets cold. So now Trammell up. And popped up to shallow center. Powell there to catch it. So now it's up to Ramirez to get us on the board again, and he draws a walk. So Nelson up to 48 pitches already. Now Shedrick Long, who's been cold, need his bat, and not going to get it. Pop up to shallow center, or right. So we go to the bottom of the third, up just 1-0. 2-2 to Wade, and Molly sits him down. Molly 2 strikeouts in the game. Torres up, 2-2 count. A grounder to Molly, throws him out. 2 away now for Aaron Judge. And a pop-up. And I don't know if that's going to be in foul ground. It is. And Senzel there to make the catch. So through 3, still up 1-0. Cam Gibson up against Nelson. And he's looks like he draws a walk on 4 pitches. So Escobar up, 2-2 count. And he hits that one to the corner. And that's going to be trouble. That's at least going to move the runners up to second, third. No, Gibson going for home. The throw went into third. They got Escobar at third, but man, some aggressive base running from Cam Gibson, who comes in to score, gives us a 2-0 lead. Now Estrada up with no out, and he's going to get another base hit, or 1 down, sorry. So 1 away, Rutschman up, 2-2 count, and a pop-up. He's really struggled in this playoffs. And now we got Cad coming up. He's 1 for 1, scored at least 1 run in the game, and that's going to be a fly ball to right. And that's going to do it. Judge there to catch it. So we're up 2-0 now. Stanton batting in the bottom of the 4th. And he hits that one pretty hard to center field. Escobar runs back and makes the catch. So Sanchez up, a 1-2 count. And he checks his swing, but he's out. 3rd strikeout for Molly. And now Josh Donaldson, who's been in trouble this game. That's going to be a grounder, though, to Ramirez at first. And he touches the bag to get him out. So 2-0 as we go into the 5th. Come on, Senzel, get on base here. And nope, grounder to second, 1 away. So after being so hot in the playoffs, at one time hitting close to 400, he's down to 313 now. Trammell up now, 3-0. He's going to draw a walk. So Ramirez up with a speedy Trammell on, and they're going to send him, but it doesn't matter. Ramirez deep to the right, another home run, a 2-run home run, and we're up 4-0. Ramirez has been money in the playoffs in both last year and this year. That was his 7th home run of this of the playoffs. 22 RBIs. So new pitcher Patrick Raby. This is his first appearance in the playoffs, going up against Shedrick Long, an 0-1 count, 1 out, and he's going to ground that one through the middle for a base hit. Maybe the first hit we've seen from Long in a while. So he's 1 for 3 today, I think. And now Cam Gibson up. And pitch gets away from the catcher. Wild pitch. Long goes over to second. And Gibson lines that one to left. And they're going to send the runner. But no play at the plate. 5-0. Cam Gibson, another big hit. He is hitting 467, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs this playoffs. Now we got Escobar up, an 0-2 count. And he grounds that one to second. No chance to get Gibson, so they get Escobar out at first. And now Estrada hitting over 400 in the playoffs. But it's a 1-2 count, and he strikes him out. So now it's going to be up to the pitching. We're bottom of the 5th. Greg Bird leading off. And Molly gets him to swing and miss. 4th strikeout for Molly. Ironman up now, 1-0 count. And a little dribbler, the catcher chases it down, throws him out. Again, another hit in this area in front of the pitcher. And now Herschel Powell up. Powell hitting 267 for the playoffs, 2-2 count. And he lines that one to right. Cad can't get to it. So 1 on now for Torres. Not Tyler Wade, even worse. 1-2 count. And he gets him to swing and miss. Good outing so far from Molly. Just 2 hits through 5. Couple of hit batsmen, though. And now we got Raby still pitching against Rutschman. Rutschman swinging first pitch. And that one's going to fall for him. Another base hit for him. He's hitting 220. But he's been kind of struggling this playoff. So Cad up. Cad is 1 for 2 today. Scored a run. And another... thought that was going to find the corner. But Judge able to track it down. So Senzel, who 0 for 3. A 1-2 count. Pops him up. Wow. I cannot believe how streaky he is. So 2 away now for Trammell, who's 0 for 1. It's a 1-1 count, and he lines that one to left. That's going to fall for a hit, but the runner doesn't move up from second. So brings up Ramirez, who just 1 for 1. I think he's walked maybe, but that hit a big 2-run home run. Raby staying in there. And that's going to be a grounder to second. Should do it. Wade throws him out. So still 5-0. Molly still in there. Torres batting. And he hits a very hard ball to deep left. And that's going to bounce to the wall. And he's going to wind up with a stand-up double. And now that brings up Aaron Judge. Grounder to short, runner stays, and Estrada throws him out. Now we got Stanton up. 1-1 count. He's going to swing, and he hits that one deep. It's going to bring in the run. Hits the fence, and he's going to slide into second with a double. Oh, man. First run for him, but Molly's staying in there to face Sanchez, and he walks him. Now Josh Donaldson, runners on first and second, and he strikes him out looking. So Greg Bird, 2-2 count, and he hits that one deep to right, and that's going to be out of here. It's a 5-4 game, 3-run home run. Molly's still in there, 2-2 count, and he gets Ironman to pop up. So we were cruising. We're not cruising anymore. 5-4 as we go into the seventh. Patrick Raby staying in there. Shedrick Long leading off, a 1-2 count, and he strikes him out. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling this Yankee comeback. Cam Gibson batting 1-2, another strikeout. Oh my gosh. And he strikes. No, he doesn't strike out the side, but you know what? You can see it when you're playing out these games. You can see that. You can see that turn coming. We're gonna have a hard time, I think, holding on to this game. Peralta coming in now. I think this is the first time he has been in the series here, and he gives up a leadoff hit. Shelby up, pinch hitting, strikes out looking. Torres up. Santillan coming in now. 3-2 count. And that's going to be a base hit. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to start getting frustrated here. I think Santillan was injured. Herget comes in. You can see it. If you're playing out these games, you know when the comeback is coming. Hopefully that's not going to be the case here, but Herget gets Judge to strike out. That's going to bring up Stanton, and he's going to walk him. Nope. And that's going to tie it up. Oh, man. This is really frustrating. So 5-5, Sanchez up, 2-2 count, and he gets him to swing and miss. But they have come from behind after we had him up 5-0. And now we got Jonathan Holder coming in to pitch to Estrada. I'm really frustrated. Really, really frustrated. Estrada hits it pretty deep, but I think that's going to be called a diving, jumping catch from Stanton. Rutschman up, 1-2 count. And off the end of his bat, that may fall in. That's his second hit of the game. So Trevor Cadd now back hitting, 2-0 count. And he lines that one to left, but a slow Rutschman on. He can't move past second. So Senzel, I predict a double play here. That's what I think is going to happen if he doesn't strike out. Now he walks him. So we might have a little bit of life here. One away, bases full. David Sosby, I haven't seen him in this game, but he's got some powerful stuff. So it's up to Taylor Trammell. 2-2 count. And he grounds that one to second. They come home with it. And they turn the double play. Oh, my God. So we got Green coming in to pitch now in the bottom of the eighth. He gets Donaldson to swing and miss. Greg Bird up with that big home run. He gets a grounder to the pitcher. He throws him out. So Ironman up, 2-2 count. And that's going to find the corner. And that's probably going to be a double. He's running. And what the hell? So Herschel Powell up. And a liner. Estrada there to make the catch. So Ramirez leading off a 1-0 count. And that's going to be a liner. I'm tempted to really just sim it out at this point and just go to Game 7. I think that's what we're going to be looking at. Cam Gibson up. And yeah, let's get this game over with. So Chad Green staying in there against Torres, grounder to short. Estrada throws him out. No, that wasn't Torres. I'm sorry. That was Torres. And now we got Torres up. And he hits that one deep. Don't know if Escobar or Cad are going to get there. It looks like Escobar catches it. Now we got Aaron Judge up, 2-2 count. And a deep fly ball. Is that going to stay in? Off the fence. He's going to wind up at second with a double. And it's up to Stanton. He's going to walk him. So, Chad Green, Sanchez, 1-1. Ball game. No, a diving catch from Trevor Cad. I'm sorry, I'm so frustrated. This just shouldn't be happening. But I don't see us coming back in this one. But hopefully we got it. I don't know. Escobar hitting, and he muscles a base hit past the infield. So he's got some speed. Sosby pretty decent at holding, and now Estrada up. 1-0 count. That's going to find right field. And the runner advances to third. Oh my gosh, can we somehow pull this out? Please don't go to Game 7 in New York. But we got a very, even though Rutschman's had a good game, he is really not money. That's going to be a deep fly ball though. That should drive the run home. And it's going to give us the lead in the 10th inning, 6-5. Now we got Cad up. Let's keep going. Keep going. Don't let him get it back in this game. Pop up, though, to third. Donaldson pulls it down. So Senzel, cold all game, 0 for 4. Ground out to second. So he winds up the game 0 for 5. Not a good game from him. So Chad Green staying in there. He is 2 innings already today. He is maxed out pitching. I don't know what Girardi's doing here. And that's a hard hit ball to center. Escobar there. Chad Green staying in against Bird. And he walks him. All right. So it's going to be down to the heart of the bottom of the lineup here. Archie Bradley coming in. Finally a new pitcher. 2-2 count to Ironman. He gets him to swing and miss. 1 out away from clinching this World Series. Archie Bradley, who has given up no runs, 1 earned run this whole series. 2-2 count. And that's going to be a base hit to right. The runner advances to third. Unbelievable. So Torreya's up. Archie Bradley still in there. 0-2, and he hits him. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Now Gleyber Torres, 2-2 count. And he strikes him out, and the Reds win the series. Holy cow. Holy cow. I cannot believe the emotions there in this game. I just thought for sure we were going to lose it. But what a series. 6-5 in 10 innings. Cad 2 for 5, scored a run. Ramirez a big 2-run home run. Escobar 2 for 5. Multiple hits from that bottom of the lineup there from Estrada, Escobar, Rutschman. Molly did not get the win. Was cruising there until that 6th inning. Green picks up the win. Bradley the save. Tyler Molly was player of the game. That's kind of odd. But we win our first World Series. Some big achievements there. Looks like Eric Ramirez, MVP for the series. He had a great one. 10 for 25, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. Trevor Cad was 11 for 27. Gibson, 6 for 13. It was really about that offense, for sure. Great game. All in all, I know I was really frustrated. I hate when I show that, but it's so frustrating when you have no control and you're just watching it play out. But that's going to do it for this game. I'll probably come back next episode with a recap. That might do it for me in this series. I think getting this team to the World Series and winning it in 5 years, I think that's accomplishment enough. I think that's what I was hoping to see, is whether we could get this team that far and how long it would take. Surprised that it only took 5 years, honestly. But as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next episode. Man, I hope you enjoyed that game. Thanks.